Hello and welcome back to Crypto Saving Expert, the show where we discuss the latest cryptocurrency news and introduce you to the pioneers and the founders of the space. Today, I'm very kindly joined by the co-founder and COO of Ipmb, George. Thanks for joining us today. How are we doing?
Doing great, Pat. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Awesome, no worries. We've got a lot to get into today, get stuck into. I met one of your colleagues while we were in Singapore. Obviously, was an amazing event, great for networking there. Lots of innovation and lots of good projects coming across the table there. Were you in Singapore yourself, George?
Yes, I was. However, I didn't stay for Token 2049. I attended some other events. But I'm very happy that you met with our associate, Jamie.
Brilliant. And before we get talking about, digital gold, real world assets, Ipmb, etc., if I could ask you a little bit about your journey into Web3 and how you came about to co-found such a company.
Yes, absolutely. My interest in the Web3 space was started in 2013. Back in the day where we had the bank haircuts here in Cyprus. At that time, I was very intrigued by Bitcoin, so I started mining back at the day. It was a home project, let's say. But then I started getting a little bit more involved in the space, tried to learn everything about Bitcoin back at the time. And here I am today. I have also obtained a master's in digital currency by the University of Nicosia. I've been dealing in regulated financial markets for the last 16 years. And I was lucky enough to meet with our CEO and founder, Mr. John Vakis, where he explained his vision about a new neobank that is going to be based on a gold standard, and he asked me to help him and come up with the concept. So here we are today. We have our dual token mechanism. We have our mines in Ghana being the first vertically integrated gold tokenization project in the world.
Amazing. And let's get straight into it then. What is Ipmb? What does it stand for? And also, when did you found the company? What year was this?
Well, International Precious Metals has been in the business of obtaining, procuring gold for the last 25 years. Ipmb, International Precious Metals Bullion, which is the digital twin of the company, has been founded last year. So what we do at Ipmb, we make gold accessible to everyone, from individuals to institutions and even states, by offering it at the lowest possible cost. Beyond that, we are revolutionizing how people interact with gold by introducing a gold-backed cryptocurrency that's not just a method to obtain physical gold at a discount, but it is also ideal for everyday transactions. So this dual token system provides basically a unique way to diversify portfolios, especially in volatile markets. When it comes to what sets us apart, I would say that this is our commitment to value and transparency. We offer free physical access to gold with no fees for storage, no fees for insurance or delivery. Our gold is fully allocated and ready in stock. Plus, we reward our community through the various staking opportunities, discounts to selected brands and stores, and exclusive benefits for the GEM NFT holders. Lastly, we also have a traceability solution called the Gold Trace 360. And with this initiative, we aim to ensure that every ounce of gold is traceable from origin, making ours the first vertically integrated gold offering globally.
Amazing. And you mentioned, what you plan to do with gold. Why are real world assets so popular right now?
Well, there's so many reasons why real world assets are becoming more and more popular. we can note the integration with DeFi, so real estate such as real estate bonds, commodities, and they're being tokenized nowadays, allowing them to be represented on blockchain platforms. So this opens up the vast traditional finance market to decentralized finance, enabling liquidity, the fractional ownership, and maybe even the potential for higher yields compared to traditional investment avenues. Plus, we have the increased efficiency by tokenizing real-world assets and using blockchain technology. We can reduce any friction in trading, in transferring ownership, in settling contracts. So we are providing a faster, cheaper, and more transparent alternative to traditional financial systems. Moreover, we can note the increased blockchain maturity. So there is more infrastructure to support the tokenization and the management of real-world assets. We also see some legal and compliance advances. So there has been progress in defining regulatory frameworks and ensuring compliance with securities laws. So this has made investors and companies, a little bit more comfortable when it comes to tokenizing real-world assets.
Yeah.
We can also note the broader investor access. So by fractionalizing the ownership, this allows us to divide assets into smaller fractions and make it possible for retail investors to gain access to them. What else we can note here? The improved market liquidity, of course, perhaps even the hedging against the crypto volatility and allowing for the diversification into these real-world assets. So there's a lot going on in the real-world asset front, and I believe we are at the right spot at the right time when it comes to tokenizing these real-world assets.
Definitely. And, let's discuss the relationship between gold and Bitcoin. In the last 24 hours, I think we've seen gold spike up by 1.5%, around that. Bitcoin's dropped around 4%. But how can gold and Bitcoin actually complement each other rather than compete with each other?
Well, gold and Bitcoin often appear to be like an alternative and competing stores of value, but I personally believe that they can complement each other due to their unique properties. So when it comes to gold, we have a centuries-old store of value that is widely trusted. It's already ingrained within the various financial systems, and through its physical properties such as scarcity and durability, they make it perhaps an ideal inflation hedge. Bitcoin, on the other hand, is newer. It is sometimes called digital gold, again, due to its fixed supply and its decentralized nature. And this appears more, let's say, to younger or tech-savvy investors and those that are seeking an easily transferable borderless asset. When it comes to hedging against the various risks, we can know that gold protects against long-term economic uncertainty and geopolitical risks. As you noted yesterday, we had some escalation between Iran and Israel, and we know that gold was trading higher while Bitcoin dumped. So maybe not the best asset to allocate in times of geopolitical uncertainty. So we can also know that gold provides some long-term stability, while Bitcoin is also highly liquid and transferable. It's easier to move it across borders and exchange it in a digital economy. And we can also note the reaction to various economic policies. So we can say that gold typically reacts to inflationary policies or economic uncertainty by rising in value, acting as a safe haven. While Bitcoin can also be viewed as an inflation hedge, and it tends to be a little bit more sensitive to monetary policies. All in all, I would say that gold and Bitcoin balance each other out in a portfolio. They offer protection against a wide range of economic risks while leveraging the advantages of both the physical and the digital assets.
I totally agree there, and I think over time it's only going to become a stronger relationship between the two as well as time goes on. And you brought up some amazing points there. But let's talk a little bit more about the Ipmb token and also the GEM NFT. If you could go a little bit more into detail with the kind of staking features with the NFT, but also with Ipmb token, that would be amazing.
Absolutely. So when we're talking about the Ipmb ecosystem, this involves a dual token mechanism in order to represent the two types of gold. On one hand, we have the Ipmb token that is backed by physical gold door bars of 22 karat. And this is our foundational gold pack token. It serves both as a hybrid utility token and also as a payment tool. Its utility is to be staked in order to receive discounts for the GEM NFT. The GEM NFT is the globally exchanged metals non-fungible token. It's mainly a stablecoin product. It represents 24 karat investment grade LBMA certified gold. And these GEM NFTs are not only backed, but they're also pegged to the price of gold and can be redeemed for physical gold. So they are essentially a promissory note for physical delivery of this LBMA certified gold after 12 months. So each GEM NFT corresponds to a specific quantity of gold and is backed by physical gold products stored in the vault. GEM NFTs also offer waived management fees, waived insurance fees, waived storage fees, and we also provide free delivery for amounts above 100 grams. So what we can also note, Spad, is that the Ipmb token that can be converted to the GEM NFT provides a protection against the drop in value on the smart contract level. What does that mean? Yeah. It means that if I wish to obtain 100 grams of gold, then I will stake 100 Ipmb tokens, irrespective of their value. So if the price drops, let's say Ipmb is at $1, trading at $1, you would always be able to convert 100 Ipmb tokens to 100 grams GEM NFT. On the other hand, if the price of Ipmb token is double than the price of gold, then that conversion would take place at the value, meaning that I would be able to convert 50 Ipmb tokens for 100 grams of gold. And additionally, through the staking, you would also receive guaranteed discounts up to 11% on a yearly basis.
11%, yeah.
11%. So right now we have 4 tiers of discounts. So that will be 2, 5, 8, and 11% for the durations of 3, 6, 9, and 12 months, respectively.
Brilliant. I was a little bit shocked because I haven't seen rates like that in a while. You see a few, but you're not always sure about the legitimacy. But yeah, this is amazing. And I've just brought up here the Ipmb wallet as well. When was this first released? It looks I haven't actually used it myself. I will be downloading it after and having a play around. But this looks really slick as well. When did the wallet get released?
Well, it has been released over the last 6 months, and we're constantly working on more updates. Our wallet will be the main point of access for the Ipmb token. You will also be able to stake in the future as soon as the staking contract is released. And further on, we plan to implement also banking services, DeFi, collateralization with the GEM NFTs, lending, borrowing services. So yeah, there's a lot of work to be done still.
Awesome. And heading back to the NFTs, I've got to say they look really cool. I think the crocodile to me looks awesome as well. The whale obviously is a big one there, 12.5 kilograms. For people listening in and wondering, if they get involved, get involved with the NFTs and Ipmb, what does the redemption period or the redemption process look like? How do people go about redeeming their gold? You mentioned, I believe, if it was over 100 grams, there's free delivery there. Is that worldwide? How does that work?
Yes, exactly. The delivery is worldwide, and it's free delivery for quantities above 100 grams, as we mentioned. For interested people that want to obtain the NFT, they will need to pass the AML KYC procedure. We will need to note their address for the delivery. And the way it would work, you can either stake the Ipmb tokens in order to receive additional discount, or if you want to buy it on the spot, then you would need again to obtain Ipmb tokens, interact with the smart contract. The smart contract would burn the Ipmb tokens in order to mint the gem NFT, in order for us also to maintain the ecosystem formula. So we have a fixed supply of Ipmbs, that is 200 tons of gold, represented in 200 million tokens of Ipmb. And when a gem NFT is being minted, then we are burning the Ipmb tokens. From then on, as I mentioned, there is an AML procedure. Once that is done, the investor will then be able to allocate Ipmbs in order to obtain the gem NFT. And from then on, excuse me, somebody was calling. So, as I was saying, in order to obtain the gem NFT, Ipmb tokens need to be burned. From then on, the gem NFT is allocated to the token holder's wallet address. And from then on, we plan also to have the traceability solution, the Gold Trace 360, where we will show all the information related to the allocated gold bars to the investor. And when they want to redeem it physically, then they would interact again with a smart contract. That gem NFT would get burned, and we would send the gold to the token holder.
Amazing. And let's get stuck into the team, because I know you have a packed team, some great experience there. If we could perhaps go through a few of your colleagues and your fellow co-founders as well, that would be great.
Absolutely. Well, some of the most important key members are of course, our CEO, Mr. John Bakis. He has been in the gold space for more than 25 years now. Then we also note our other co-founder, Mr. Mihai Albu, which has been an advisor for high net worth individuals. He has a huge network. Notable mentions is also Mr. Scott Pagel. He's our head of investment strategy and co-founder. He used to be an asset manager at Goldman Sachs and co-founder at another family office with assets under management more than 1.5 billion. We also know Mr. Marcus Grab, our chief product officer. He's bringing more than 30 years of experience in the financial industry. He has worked with prestigious institutions like the World Gold Council and UBS. And last but not least is our CTO, Dr. Klitos Christodoulou. He actually was one of my professors at the university. Dr. Klitos is an expert in blockchain and Web3 technologies. He's proficient in Solidity, smart contract development, and he's the person leading our technical team with extensive knowledge in the blockchain application, DeFi, and NFTs.
Brilliant. And you've sure got a star-studded lineup there. Some great expertise. Like I say, it was nice meeting some of your team over in Singapore as well. But I've got to ask, what is is there any alpha or what's coming next for Ipmb? And also, I just wanted to point out, anyone listening in from the audience right now, if you have any questions, please drop them in the chat. Also, make sure to go follow Ipmb official on Twitter. The link is in the description, guys. But George, what is coming next for Ipmb?
Well, we are now working on testing our staking smart contract. Right after that, we expect that to be released by the end of the month. Right after that, we will start working on the gem NFT contract. So the minimum duration for the staking is 3 months. This will allow us 3 months in order to develop the gem NFT contract and allow people to be able to convert their Ipmbs to gem NFT. And then we will start working on the traceability solution called Gold Trace 360. In the meantime, we're also developing working towards obtaining regulatory licenses in the UK, in the UAE, also striking some partnerships with some large banks or some financial institutions. We're also looking to create a crypto payment gateway for all the vendors that are providing goods and services with Ipmb, and many more to come when it comes to interoperability, some layer 2 solutions, the integration of AI technology when it comes to our traceability solution in order to optimize the supply chain, smart oracles, smart sensors for IoT provenance. So there's many items on our roadmap. You can check all of these on our website. It's www.ipmb.com.
Brilliant. And for anyone listening in, if you have any further questions, if you're a CSC Plus member, make sure to reach out to me on Discord. I can put you in touch with the team. But George, also, what is the best way for people to join the Ipmb community right now?
Well, I would invite the audience to come and join us on Telegram, reach out to us on Twitter or the other social media. We are also on LinkedIn. We're currently developing a Discord channel, so we can have a bit more technical discussion with developers that might be interested. So all this information is located on our website. You can check the footer where we have all our social media links. Don't hesitate to reach out with any questions. Our team is always there, available to answer any question.
Amazing, George. Thank you for your time today. Me personally, I'm really looking forward to the gem NFTs. I think they look awesome, and I like the style you've gone with them, and making it that easy to redeem. Over 100 grams, free delivery. It's super bullish in my opinion, and I think what you mentioned earlier, how Bitcoin and gold can complement each other. I think it's you're completely right there, and I think as we go on further into the future, I think it's only going to be more evident. That Bitcoin and gold are the two standout assets as well. So really appreciative of your time. I'd love to have you back on the stream sometime, perhaps on the Discord AMA with our community. Once you get your Discord going as well, would be amazing. But guys, if you want to check out any more information, the link is in the description below. But yeah, I will catch you on a stream tomorrow, everyone. Make sure to go follow Ipmb official on Twitter as well. Go show them some love. George, many thanks. Amazing having you on today, and let's speak soon. Take care.
Thank you so much. Have a good one. Bye-bye.